Good evening, volunteers, partners, and supporters. Welcome to MAD New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania's Virtual Recognition Awards. I am Sean Hurst, Regional Executive Director for MAD New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and I am so pleased to see so many of you join us for this very special evening. And on behalf of our MAD staff, we thank you for taking the time to be a part of this celebration. Just a few housekeeping items that I want to review. To have the best view of our presentation, please click on the view menu in Zoom and make sure you're on the gallery side-by-side setting. This will give you the optimal picture. We will be recording tonight's event, so it's available for those people who are unable to make it. Everyone will be on mute so we don't experience echoes or static. The chat box will be monitored throughout the evening. If we do not have time to respond to your questions in the chat, the appropriate MAD staff representative will follow up within the next few days. If you are an award recipient this evening, we ask if you could please have your certificate near you and stay on the Zoom after we conclude tonight's event to take some photos. So, as many of you are aware, MAD regionalized last year, and we are so proud of our new bigger and better region with New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. This new regionalization will really allow us to grow services and programs throughout each state. Now each state can be represented by MAD leadership and staff, which will increase our efforts in outreach, education, victim services, and fundraising initiatives. I want to take a few moments to introduce our incredible staff. All of them work tirelessly day in and day out, helping to advance our mission. They are extremely dedicated and committed to the work we do, and I'm so fortunate to work with this amazing team. First, we have members from our national office that are here, so I just want to recognize them. One of our national board members and New York resident, Erica Lynn, is at the event tonight. And from our national office, we have our Director of Field Operations, Denise Blake. Thank you so much for supporting our regional endeavors and for your ongoing guidance and support. Members of our regional team are here as well. Rachel, who is our Regional Victim Services Director for New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Tara, our Regional Development Director for New York and New Jersey. Issei, our Regional Program Director for New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Jeff, our Senior Development Officer for Pennsylvania. And our amazing victim services staff who work tirelessly to provide victims and survivors with comprehensive and compassionate services. From New York, we have Alyssa, Robert, and Cynthia. From New Jersey, we have Victoria. And from Pennsylvania, we have Linda, Deborah, and Nicole. Thank you for joining us tonight. And now we can move on to tonight's program. I have the pleasure of introducing our co-chairs of our new Regional Advisory Board, Stephen Benvenisti and Mary Avon. Both of them have been a part of leading our separate New York and New Jersey advisory boards for many years and are now charged with leading the merge of these groups and adding our partners from Pennsylvania. Our advisory board is a dynamic group of leaders and supporters who provide leadership, strategic guidance, and coordination to help us in achieving our local goals and objectives. I want to recognize our advisory board members now. In addition to Stephen and Mary, we have Bob Nolman, John Nasser, Inspector Gus Kalin, Alyssa Marty, Diane O'Dougherty, Janie Majewski, Lynn Scarpati, Maureen McCormick, and Elisa McMorris. Thank you to our Regional Advisory Board for their ongoing support. We are always looking for additional individuals to join this group. So if you are interested, please feel free to reach out to me to discuss. So without further ado, please welcome Stephen and Mary as they deliver our keynote address this evening.
Thank you, Sean, and thank all of you for joining us and of course for your support. My name is Stephen Benvenisti. When I was a senior in college, I was living my life and it could not have been better. I went on spring break with my fraternity brothers and I was walking one night when a repeat offender drunk driver crashed into me as a pedestrian. My body was thrown over 70 feet. My parents were called in the middle of the night and they were asked to consent to my organ donation. I remained in a coma for weeks. I was hospitalized for months. I had 15 surgeries, and at the time, it was by far the worst experience that had ever happened happened in my entire life. But the one good thing that came out of my entire experience is that when I was blessed with the full recovery, I was connected to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And since that time, I've had the privilege of being on the National Board of Directors for 2 terms, which was for 6 years. And like so many others, I did not want it to end there. And I have the current honor of being the co-chair of the New York, the New Jersey, the Pennsylvania chapter of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And we work with an amazing group of volunteers. Some, like me, are direct victims who are harmed by drunk drivers. Others are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, sons, or daughters of direct family members that they've lost to a drunk or drug drivers. And we also have some who don't have a direct connection to drunk driving, but with all the amazing nonprofits that are out there, with all the amazing causes that are out there, they decided to choose Mothers Against Drunk Driving as the nonprofit that they're going to support, because they share the goal that we all share, that there are no more victims of drunk and drug driving in our country. And I want to thank all of you for just being a part of today. And I want to share with you that being on the advisory board is an amazing experience. And I look forward to working with all of you. And if you're interested in being on the advisory board, I encourage you to reach out to our executive director, Sean Hurst, and she, like all of us, will welcome you with open arms. So in closing, I want to thank all of you for your support of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, whether you're from New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania. And I also want to share with you that I have the privilege of being the co-chair with Mary Avon. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As Stephen mentioned, my name is Mary Avon. I am the advisory board co-chair for the New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania region. I'm a non-victim volunteer advocate. I have been volunteering with MAD since 2012 in various roles. I started with MAD through my job, Bank of America, and I have to say it's one of the best decisions I have ever made. When I first started, I was truly oblivious to the impact that I, as a non-victim advocate, could help with MAD. I've been able to see that we can help broaden the message of no more victims. I'm happy and proud to say that is no longer the case. Since being on the board, I realized the power everyone has to help broaden our message. Everyone plays a part to help bring awareness to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. As we all know, everyone can be impacted by this: co-workers, friends, and family. That is why the advisory board is here. The board will help provide strategic guidance, coordination to determine how to best implement programs and services. It will help meet local goals and objectives to achieve MAD's mission. We will work with MAD and our local communities to broaden our operations and funding base, but most importantly, to help increase awareness. Everyone today plays a part in helping MAD increase its messaging of no more victims. Please continue to do what you do. If you are interested in joining our advisory board, please connect with our executive director, Sean Hurst. Thank you to our new volunteers and existing volunteers. MAD cannot do what we do without your help with delivering our message of no more victims. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen and Mary, for those opening remarks and for everything you do. We will now begin our award ceremony. In my short time here, I have been just blown away and so very impressed by the level of commitment our volunteers, partners, and supporters show us. All of you show up time and time again, help wherever you are needed, and give so much of yourselves to MAD. It is truly remarkable, and our team is truly blessed to have all of you work with us. Tonight is about celebrating and honoring all of you and what you do. So let's begin with our first presenter, our Regional Victim Services Director, Rachel Braungart.
Good evening, everyone. And I just want to say thank you for being with us tonight. It's my pleasure to be able to provide such an important award. Working in victim services is certainly not easy. One of MAD's key components to our mission is helping victims and survivors that have been impacted by impaired driving. And that is something that we cannot do without our amazing volunteers, as our volunteers are such a critical and crucial part of our mission, but also the heart of our organization. Recently, NHTSA released traffic fatality data for 2020, and the news is horrible. Drunk driving deaths nationally have increased by 14% from 2019 to 2020. That is devastating news and nothing that we want to see. And as you can see behind, the statistics for New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey also showcase the increase in impaired driving. Victim Services works very hard to provide support services for victims and survivors of impaired driving crashes, whether alcohol related, drug, whether illegal, or prescription medication. Working with victims, we work to provide advocacy, emotional support, criminal justice support, and court accompaniment. Tonight, I have the great pleasure of providing an award to a volunteer who has worked for over 3 decades providing volunteer victim services within our organization for MAD New Jersey. I would like to give a round of applause for Bob Newman for winning this year's Champion of MAD Victim Services Award. Bob, I can't thank you enough for all that you have done for MAD New Jersey, for helping to make such a large impact, for helping victims and survivors each day, and for being with MAD for far longer than the majority of us have. You've done such an amazing job, and we are so very grateful to have you as a part of our organization. So thank you, Bob. And now I'd like to present Issei Fuentes.
Good evening, everyone. Issei Fuentes, Regional Program Director, and I'm really glad to be here with all of you tonight. And within the realm of programs, we have a lot of great things that we do out there to educate our community about so many different things. And I want to start off with underage drinking. As many of you that are watching right now know, underage drinking and those conversations are extremely important to educate the teens about what can happen to them if they decide to drink early. But also, most importantly, having those conversations amongst parents within every home is vital to make sure that teens don't feel afraid to come to their parents if they have any questions, but also teens and their friends can also have each other's back to make sure that they keep each other safe and protected. So tonight, I actually want to award my two incredible partners within the underage drinking realm for all that they do. And the first is the trio of teachers that I've been working with for years at Uniondale High School, Alyssa Bent, Jamie Shalley, and Henry Opperman. We have done incredible things throughout the years with them, educating teens every single semester when they do their alcohol units. And the most important thing too is that because it's a community that also is primarily minority, we also provide education in Spanish as well. And they've given us a platform to do that effectively in a language that these students can understand. The other partner that we also want to highlight is ADAPT, Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Team, the Essex Prevention Coalition. We've been working with them effectively last year tremendously with so many great things that they've been doing. And they also have provided me with their platform where we can showcase our programming to students as well as parents and community members throughout that area. So we're really excited and grateful to have them as incredible partners. And thank you for all that you do. In addition, within our victim impact panels, which is also another very vital program that we offer at Mothers Against Drunk Driving, it not just educates offenders on what they shouldn't do after their charges are completed, but also we want to ensure that they can educate their friends, their family members, and their loved ones so they can all be safe, that they don't become a future victim, and of course, that they don't have get behind the wheel again and drive impaired. We, of course, also acknowledge our victims that we work with to provide them that therapeutic release that is also very vital and important when it comes to sharing their stories. So with that being said, I am so proud to also award our incredible partners, the Nassau County Probation Department, First Steps to Urban Outreach, and Exponents. We have been working with them tremendously, and this past year, our relationship has strengthened so much that we're so grateful to have them and have them as partners so we can get more of that message out there from the victim side, but also the incredible stats such as Rachel just shared with all of you that are extremely vital and important. And to close, we also have incredible partners with law enforcement, and we are so grateful for everything that they do, how they protect our communities every single day from the 100% preventable crimes of drunk and drug driving. And we're excited to honor them later this year during our annual law enforcement recognition events. So we just want to say thank you so much to all those recipients of these awards. And I would love to introduce our Regional Development Director, Tara Spohr.
Thank you very much, Issei, and thank you everyone for joining and for all of your support throughout the year. It's a pleasure to work with each and every one of you, and I'm glad to recognize many of you this evening. Starting with Walk Like Mad, and many of you joining tonight are involved with this wonderful event, but for those who aren't, Walk Like Mad is the largest fundraising event and awareness event that we do. We'll talk a little bit more in a minute about the walks this year, but first up, we would like to highlight the award winners in different categories from this past year. What's great about Walk Like Mad is it brings communities together, individuals, teams, families, community partners, to honor and commemorate your loved ones and to make a difference and raise vital funds for our mission. As Rachel said before, how important it is to support our victim services. And as you just heard, to support our wonderful educational and prevention programs. So without further ado, we will be starting with our Walk Award teams and participants, beginning with our individual fundraisers. And this is cumulative from all of the walks in the region. First place, Jane Gunther. Second place, Joe Hennessy. Third place, Marguerite Santoro. Fourth place, Victor Mencken. Fifth place, Elisa McMorris. Sixth place, Lydia Williamson. Seventh place, Jennifer Visconti. Eighth place, Karen Bush. Ninth place, Andrea Rothbort. And 10th place, Thomas Mistelli. Thank you all so much for your support and dedication and your amazing fundraising for our mission. Next up, we would like to recognize the teams. In first place, Team Caitlin Hennessy. Second place, Team Maroon for Maroon. Third place, Belts for Bash. Fourth place, Team Glenn Ciano. Fifth place, Fly High Andrew. Sixth place, Team Carrie Candela. Seventh place, Team Glickman. Eighth place, Team Spezzi. Ninth place, Mother Mary. And 10th place, Live Like Troy. Thank you all of these teams and your captains and team members for your support and your dedication. In addition, we recognize that there are many teams that are involved that have grown their fundraising exponentially year over year. So we would also like to honor and recognize those fundraising teams for improved percent fundraising growth from 2020 to 2021. And those teams are in first place, IS 34. In second place, Jody's Family and Friends. Third place, Live Joey Strong. Fourth place, Nassau County Department of Probation. 5th place, Team Courtney. 6th place, Team Geico. 7th place, Team Zach. 8th place, Team Jim. 9th place, Keys for Karen. And 10th place, I Walk for You. Thank you all so much for your dedication and support. And we are glad to recognize and honor you, not just tonight, but of course throughout the year. Next up, we would like to recognize some of our incredible champions throughout the region who go above and beyond to support the walk, from the committee to day of volunteering to all the supportive efforts that go into the planning and implementation. So we'd like to recognize Pam Ondash, Grace Palm, Bill Palm, Natalie Parkinson, Yasya Palakova, and Michelle Richards. And I would like to say a special thank you to Michelle, who helped and is the reason that all of the award recipients have your certificates that we pre-sent out. She helped me with that project, and thank you for everything you and all of the wonderful volunteers do. So thank you all so much. Next up, we have our walk partners. And partners and sponsors are instrumental to our success, because we cannot do what we do without our volunteers and our teams, as well as the community partners, companies and organizations that support us, not just through donations, but also through helping to raise awareness, spread the word to their customers and to their employees. So thank you so much for everything that you do. And we're going to be breaking these out by category. So our top regional supporters are Live Nation, Legends Hospitality, and Geico. All long-standing partners who work with us throughout the year on a variety of initiatives, especially around our events and walk. We would like to recognize the next category, GBU Financial Life, Jerome Aluminum Products Corporation, Franklin Glass, Liberty Custom Contractors, Ridgewood Savings Bank, Stiefel, the Weiner Wealth Management Group, Davis, Saperstein, and Salomon PC, ShopRite and Sarah Supermarkets, James V. Funara Agency Nationwide, and our next group, Wingman Technologies Incorporated, Pine Lawn Memorial Park and Arboretum, Wolpert Schreiber McDonald PC, Staten Island University Hospital Northwell Health, Richmond University Medical Center, Intoxilock, Marciano and McAvoy PC, and local Geico office, the Ruth Carthen Agency. The next category, Sport Time, Empire Automotive Group, A. Visconti Garden Center, Dorian Drake International, Marcy's Law, Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Motor Truck Association, Feel the Beat Productions, Red Carpet Weddings and Events, and Ronald J. Bua and Associates. And last but not least from the partners, are wonderful media partners who help create the support and awareness throughout the year, including Carnosaur Media, Long Island, and Hudson River Radio. Thank you for everything that you do. And thank you to all of you. If anyone is interested in being a partner or sponsor for this year's events, please reach out to me. And the events that we have coming up this year, we have it broken out nicely. So we actually have 3 in the spring and we have 3 in the fall. So in May, we have Long Island, Pittsburgh, and New Jersey. And in the fall, in September, we have Philadelphia, and in October, Staten Island and Westchester. For more information, please visit walklikemad.org. And of course, contact us with any questions that you have. So in addition, we have not just the walk events, but a plethora of other ways to support from a fundraising capacity, including third-party events. And those are events that are run outside of our standard events, and anyone can support and run a third-party event. And we provide you the tools and the support that you need for that as well. We would like to highlight 2 of our award recipients for 2 local golf outings, the Karen Niclario Negrin Memorial Golf Outing and the David L. Kaltman Memorial Golf Tournament. In addition, to give you some other ideas, we've had some wonderful events and that have happened and some that are currently being planned, including a wonderful event in upstate New York, Ride Like Mad, an equestrian class. A lot of people do bowling fundraisers, mini golf, car wash, yard sale, dress down days, you name it. Any information or support that you need, if you have a fun, creative idea, definitely please reach out and let us know that as well. And we are going to be continuing to share best tips, best practices through email for your respective events, but also on our social channels. So you've probably seen communication that now that we're a region, we are a regional social media family as well. So please follow us on our platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at nynjpa. We will share, as I mentioned, best practices for fundraising and many other items as well. But we definitely recommend for the walk and other events that you register, you get the support that you need from us, and you continue to share with your networks through snail mail, through email, and of course, through our social media platforms. So be sure to like and follow us if you don't, and we will be continuing to share fundraising Fact Fridays every Friday on our social platform. So you'll see a mix of walk promotion as well as more general fundraising support and ideas as well. So definitely reach out with any thoughts or questions on that. Next up, I would like to highlight our corporate challenge. We launched this before we were a region, when we were separate states. So we launched this a few years back in New York. We incorporated New Jersey, and we're looking forward to incorporate Pennsylvania moving forward. So what the corporate challenge is throughout the year, for any activity that a company or organization is involved in with us, you earn points and recognition. It could be everything to the partnership sponsorship we just saw and talked about, all the way down to sharing us on social media, providing in-kind donations of gift cards or food or beverage for events. And there's a wide variety of categories where you can earn points and recognition. The companies and their representatives earn recognition not just at our presentation tonight, but also through our social and email campaigns. So we are officially rolling out the corporate challenge after tonight. We will be sending out more information. And again, please contact me for additional details to receive the application to sign up and if you have any questions. So to highlight, we do 3 separate categories. So to begin the recognition with our first size is our small company. And we would like to recognize in first place, Sport Time Tennis. In second place, Cynthia Podrosky Agency, Allstate. And in third place, the Bruce A. Ferber Agency, Allstate. Thank you so much and congratulations to all of you for everything you do with us throughout the year. Next category is our mid-sized companies. In first place, we have Jerome Aluminum Products Corporation and Franklin Glass. In second place, Davis, Saperstein, and Salomon, PC. And in third place, Damascus Bakery. Thank you all for everything that you continue to do. And our last of the corporate challenge categories is the large companies. So in first place, we say thank you to Live Nation. In second place, Legends Hospitality. And in third place, Geico. So again, please let me know any questions, any information that you would like on that. And we truly thank you all for your support and dedication to our mission. And I would now like to bring back up our Regional Executive Director, Sean Hurst, to finish out this evening's presentation. Sean?
Great. Thank you, Tara. What a great night. So I now have the distinct pleasure to present our regional MAD Awards, and it is an honor to recognize these individuals and companies that are such an integral part of our MAD regional family. Their commitment and contributions are just incredible. I've enjoyed getting to know all of them, and I look forward to getting to know some of them even more so, and working with them day in and day out. So first up, we have our Rising Star of MAD, recognizing those that are rising through the ranks quickly and taking on leadership roles. We have Christina Latino and John Nasser. So congratulations to both of you. For our policy champions of MAD, these are families and individuals who have gone above and beyond working with our local and state level and national level local elected officials to really make change happen, whether it's in the war room or for their state. And I'm so honored to award them with the Policy Champions of MAD. So it goes to Rich and Roseanne DeRosa and the DeRosa family, and Elisa and John McMorris and the McMorris family. So congratulations to all of you. And now our last awards for the evenings are Champions of MAD. Our Champions of MAD provide a variety of services and volunteer and just being there for us. I can't even name the amount of times we've called upon them or they have taken such leadership roles, and it's such an honor to name all of them tonight. So our Champions of MAD, Jeffrey Haken, Live Nation and their general manager, Adam Citron, Legends Hospitality and their general manager, Rob Scavelli, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, the Designated Driver Program, Nassau County Probation Department, New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety, Suffolk County Police Department Highway Patrol, and Kevin Markham, the former fleet manager of Suffolk County Sheriff's Office. Thank you so much and congratulations to all of you. So that concludes our award portion of the evening. And once again, I want to congratulate all of our honorees. And on behalf of everyone at MAD, once again, we thank you for all your hard work and efforts throughout the year. And a big thank you to every one of you for joining us this evening and helping us create a future of no more victims. I'm just going to quickly check in with the chat. I don't think anybody had any questions throughout the night. But if you do have any questions and you want to pop them in here now, you can. We're running a little early, so I'm always happy to give people back, their time. And we do ask that if you were honored tonight with a certificate, if you have it handy, if you can just stay on the Zoom for another 5 minutes or so. We're going to try and take some Brady Bunch style photo gallery pictures so we can have them, so we can be able to share with anyone else who couldn't make it. They can see all the wonderful awards and everything and all the honors that you all received tonight. So, and like I said from the beginning, if you have any questions or concerns about anything we spoke about tonight, partnership, events, the regionalization, the advisory board, you can absolutely reach me. I'm going to right now pop my contact information quickly into the chat. I'll do my phone number and email for anybody who wants to get to me. And that is all. So thank you all so much for coming, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening.